Once again to all our viewers. This is Devanjan speaking on behalf of ESS family, and today we are going to deal with the second part of probability and genetics, and we're going to learn rather a little bit more on how to find probability of occurrence of any particular genotype from a particular cross. So here we have two sums, and one of them reads, the first one reads that a cross is made between two plants whose genotype is capital A small a, capital B small b, capital C small c, capital D small d, and so on. There are basically six traits are taken into consideration, and the question is what percentage of offspring will have this particular genotype of all a small a, capital B small b, capital C, small d, capital E small e, and capital R small r. So before we move ahead, if you have watched my last video and the first one on probability and genetics, you will come to know that I had told whenever we do crosses between parents with multiple characters, multiple traits, we usually break it down into the number of monohybrid crosses. So here, as a part of the solution to this problem, we'll similarly break down the characters into individual monohybrid crosses. And the first one is AA into AA. And after this cross, we have to find out the probability of this. The probability of small a, that is homozygous recessive from a cross of capital A small a, capital A small a, is basically 1 by 4. And so on and so forth. We'll do it for all the crosses. This is small b, capital B small b, small b small b, and the probability of small b, capital B small b from this particular cross is half. So we have 1 by 4 into we have 1 by half into this is capital C small c into small c, and the probability of capital C small c is again half. So we multiply with this with half. Then we have small d, capital D small d, capital D small d, and the probability of getting small d from here is again 1 by 4. So you multiply this by 1 by 4. Then we have capital E small e into capital E small e, and we have to find the probability of capital E small e. So we have capital E small e into capital E small e, and the probability of capital E small e from here is basically again half. So we multiply this with half more, and the last one, capital R small r, multiplied with small r, and the probability of getting this is again half. So we multiply this with half, and now it is just we have to multiply all of this. So we have 1 by 4 into 8 into 16 into 464 into 128 and into 256. So this is your final answer. The cross made between these two parents of these two particular genotypes, and the percentage of offspring that will have this particular genotype of small a, capital B small b, capital C, small d, capital E small e, and capital R small r is 1 by 256. This is an example of the law of multiplication in probability. Further videos will also contain the law of addition of probability. Now coming to the second sum, we have a similar one. It's just a little bit more trickier. Here we have two particular plants of completely homozygous dominant genotype and a completely homozygous recessive genotype having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 characters. And the question says that a cross is made between these two plants. What percentage of, mind you, F2 offsprings will resemble the F1 parent both phenotypically and genotypically? Now, before we proceed with this sum, there is just one trick that you need to remember, and that is the number of gametes produced by a parent having genotype A, capital A and small a, that is basically one dominant and one recessive allele, is basically 2 to the power n, where n is the number of hybrid characters. Hybrid basically means presence of one dominant allele, one dominant and one recessive. So, proceeding with this sum, we have these two plants, one completely homozygous dominant, one completely homozygous recessive. And if we cross these two, we know the F1 will be capital A small a, capital B small b, capital C small d, capital D small d, capital E small e, capital F small f, capital G small g. Now, for F2, we need to cross F1. We have to self F1, so we have to multiply this with the same characteristics, and we will get F2. Now, the question has been, what percentage of F2 offsprings will resemble the F1 parent? And the F1 parent is basically this. So we have to find the probability in F2 that will have this one. So I guess everyone knows that this represents the genotype, and the resultant of this genotype will be your phenotype. But this basically represents your genotype. So now we'll apply this particular knowledge. I said the number of gametes that will be produced by a particular parent having contradictory alleles is 2 to the power n. So we have one pair of contradictory allele, two pair of contradictory alleles, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh pair of contradictory allele. So it comes down to the probability of F2 progenies having F1 characteristics, both phenotypically and genotypically, is 1 by 2 to the power n is equal to 1 by 2 to the power 7, where 7 resembles all the 7 traits which are having contradictory alleles, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and into 2, that is basically 1 by 256 again. So I hope this makes it more clear about how to proceed with this kind of sums. In the following videos, we'll learn a little bit about the probability of having boy or a girl child from a particular marriage, and also binomial theorem. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and keep watching ESS for more videos. Thank you and have a nice day.